Come on, 1, 2 Hey stop 참 무책임해 왜 자꾸 들었다 놨다 해 헷갈리게 친절은 사양할게 오해하기
3 days ago, the day we went for the installation, so like Monday, so 4 days ago, I ordered the seals for the garage door, and we specifically ordered it for this place because all we can find at Home Depot and Lowe's were 9 feet, and our garage doors are 10 feet and 18 feet, and we didn't want to have seams where cold air is coming in through. So we ordered them from this place because they were supposed to have the full length without cuts, and we ordered for the 2 garage doors to be brown and for the other to be white, and they all came today and they're all white. So very impressed with the speed, but a wrong color. The paper from the order they sent us, it says chocolate door. So I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but worst case scenario, we paint them. They seem pretty paintable. Best case scenario, they say, oh, sorry, and they send us the brown ones. So I'm heading to the lot now. It's 12:45 and Mitch hasn't been there that long, I don't think. So I'm guessing that he will be about done with the white, the tarp, because we hadn't put the tarp for that part of the roof. So I think that's about where I'm gonna be coming in, and the good thing is we all know at this point that the rest doesn't take very long. We have all the insulation we need now. Everything is pretty much ready and done, so tonight we will have a fully roofed building.
Brother.
Who turned off the lights in here?
Yeah, it's nice and way warmer though.
Is it?
Yeah. When I came in this morning and the air was coming through, it was freezing, and then it's fine. Did you see? Look at the package.
The package?
Delivered right there.
What did we get?
The rep thing.
What? This is not nearly big enough.
Is that the squad rack is all you ordered?
Yeah. No way. Alright, let's try to build it and see. Okay, 100% we have not received everything. These black pieces are these little like legs that come out from the top to create stability towards the front. And these blue ones, Mitch says, they're the pieces that go and connect like the top. So we're missing like the big pieces. So I guess they must be coming in like a different... But there's a big box out here. Oh no, that's part of the standards. They must be coming in different delivery, I guess. So, quick update. So after Mitch put the tarp yesterday that I believe I showed you, he decided to stop working on the roof because it was a little windy. He didn't want to be chasing insulation around, and went back to doing electric. And he worked really late again until like 8 p.m. So the one thing I would like to say is I was so wrong about how long the electric was going to take. I had guessed 1 or 2 days, and it has taken like 5. I think this got to be at least day 5 working on. Well, today he's going back to working on the roof, but it has taken a long time, and I have even helped with it, so I can't imagine. But so that has to be almost done at this point. This morning he left and he was going back to finish the roof. It actually doesn't look windy at all, which is nice. He said he's just gonna go drop in the insulation and start paneling, and he believes he can be done even earlier this afternoon so that we can finish early, go down to Denver, get everything we're missing for the electrical, which we have not gotten yet. So the electrical is not done for sure. And I do think there's quite a few pieces for it too. It's not like we're missing like 5 screws. And then I think that's all. Tonight we'll have roof, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have all the electric done so we can actually have the inspection on Monday. Fingers crossed. Look at this. There is a roof. Only a few panels left. I couldn't quite see from up top what was going on the back side. He might be a little ahead on this side. But we're definitely gonna be done with the roof today. Finally. So, the front is done. There's just a very small piece, maybe like a half a panel or a third of a panel that he has left out. I'm guessing just, you know, to make sure everything is straight by the time he's done with the back. He has just moved to the back. I believe there were seven or 8 panels. And then he has to go like back a little, I think maybe to like the last like bay. I'm not 100% sure, I can't quite see. To also put those like little triangle pieces that kind of connect the panels from the 2 sides. And I think the only other thing I saw in the back left is the trim that will go on like the short side and kind of like surrounds the top of the wall and then the roof. And we're like truly done. There's no more pieces left, which is amazing. And it is already amazing to be able to be inside. I've been able to do a couple of workouts, just have a roof. It's going very good. Good morning. I'm heading to the lot to get Mitch some lunch and waters. And last night he finished the roof. Well, to be fully honest, he finished like 99.9% of the roof. He said he left that the half piece that we had to put on both sides at the end, he left out the one on the back side, because the last roofing panel we had was the very first one we had tried to drill, and we had drilled it wrong. When the building got shipped to us, about every 20 panels of siding and panels of roof, maybe 30, I'm not quite sure, had a top and a bottom cover so they don't get scratched, and they actually look identical to the siding and the roofing. So he's hoping to find one from there to work so that he doesn't have to use one that has pre-drilled holes at the wrong spot. And then he decided to not go back and put the ridge caps on last night because it was getting dark, and I do think that's going, with how far back he has to go, it's probably going to be a couple of hours project. So instead, because he only had about 30 minutes, he decided to instead go to the trench and start filling it back up. And he said it actually wasn't so bad. This is definitely a priority over the ridge caps for tomorrow, if we're hoping still to have the rough electrical inspection tomorrow. So I'm glad he did that. And then I do think today is going to be probably 90% electric work. So that's the plan for today, and I will see you at the lot. Come to last box. And then it almost gets wet because we have no idea when it's to happen.
I know when it's to happen, I think. I just am not sure. There's a lot of moving pieces, or steel pieces.
Definitely a lot of ground rods, it sounds like.
Yeah, a lot of wires. Into different boxes. And
Why does there need to be so much grounding?
I don't know.
Like, if you've grounded, you've grounded. Why do you need to ground it 13 more
I
times?
don't know.
Does-
I really don't understand the purpose of the ground rod in the mountains. I feel like it's just not a functional thing. I mean, somehow it's got to get in there, but it doesn't go very easy in the rock, that's for sure.
Does Brooke know we have the other 2 ground rods up there by the big box?
Yeah, those are just for the temporary power. Every box has to have the ground. It's pretty normal. But
Why does this one have to have 3?
everything does now, apparently. I thought because we have the U for ground, that eliminated ground rods. But apparently not. We have to have the ground rods and we have to tie the ground rods to the steel of the building and to the UFR ground and to the outside box.
What does attaching it to the steel of the building grounds the whole building? Like
Yeah,
what?
for lightning.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know nothing about it, brother. I ain't an electrician. Just follow the rules.
Don't question them.
Yeah.
The electric is almost ready. There's a million wires here and here. And we had to add 2 ground things.
Rods, yeah.
2 ground rods on the outside. I think you might be able to see, yeah, one right here and one on the front of the building. And then the outside light and the back too. Everything is in. These lights in this last bay. The boxes are in. Everything's ready. Oh, you said you still had to do the little green wires on the lights, right?
Yeah.
After the rafting, do you just connect the wires to the to the switches here and then to the
Plugs.
to the plugs there, and that's it?
Mhm.
So this was the worst part.
Yeah, by far.
Come on, 1, 2. Hey stop 잠무 책임해 왜 자꾸 들었다 놨다 해 헷갈리게